substitutes for Powell, 8 Wijnhard, 10 Ribeiro, 6 forwards to 40 Charlton to 12 14 17 White, 40 37 John Barnes. Thanks to the stars of the various activities, the standard and thanks to all the sponsors, commissioners and reviews, the 14.
Okay. Oh, that's nice and loud. That's good. You're going to start that. Okay, here we go. Well, that was well observed anyway. Referee Alan Wilkie from Chester-le-Street in County Durham gets us underway with Charlton in the red shirts and white shorts playing from right to left in this first half towards the Jimmy Seed stand as the sun comes out in southeast London. Forward from Keith Jones, Hunt was the target. Wetherall, though, beat him to the header. And the minute's silence for the Hillsborough victims, impeccably observed here at the Valley. And now the business of earning 3 points starts in earnest for these two sides. 3 points needed for very differing reasons. Here's Paul Mortimer back in the Charlton side for the first time since December. Aimed towards Pringle, cleared comfortably enough by David Wetherall. Such is the dearth of right-back options for David O'Leary that Jonathan Woodgate's playing at right-back, Wetherall partnering Radebe in the centre. Powell with the throw for Charlton. A little flick from Pringle. Square from Jones, aimed towards Kinsella. Harte's pass is a loose one. And the Charlton right-back, Danny Mills, can get a feel of the ball for the first time this afternoon. It's misplaced from Hunt. And Smith, shirt outside the shorts already, tries to get a Leeds attack going. Mortimer again. The target that time was Kinsella. Well, the sun's come out here now, near to the Millennium Dome, and certainly Charlton need the 3 points. The shot coming in from Hunt. With 6 games to go, Alan Curbishley has said that their poor home form has led them to the foot of the table as much as anything else. Just 4 wins out of 15 here at the Valley this season. Graham Stuart, the new signing. And Andy Hunt does well, but Batty is quickly back to dispossess him. Hopkin hassled into that from Danny Mills, who's had a good strong season for Charlton at right back, and he's going to have to do some defending again. Well, if Rufus had left that, then surely Petterson could have claimed it. There's Hunt battling for it with Ian Harte. And the referee awards the first free kick of the game after 3 minutes. Hopkin with the Leeds throw. Kewell is trying to take the defenders away. Comes off Hasselbank's knee. Good play, though, by Alan Smith. Now, can he get a cross in? Rufus is some obstacle in front of him. But Smith did well and has won Leeds a throw-in. Hopkin thinks about taking it. And instead it's Ian Harte with the throw to Hopkin, and Harte will get it back straight away. Comfortable enough that for Richard Rufus. Well, the atmosphere here at the Valley has been excellent all season. Another full capacity, making a lot of noise, as to are the travelling Leeds fans, as they always do. And their side have had an excellent season so far. 7 wins from the last 8. Wetherall did well to win the initial header in the air. Well, Leeds playing with Hasselbaink and Smith up front, and certainly to start with, appearing as if Harry Kewell is just going to sit behind the front two. With Batty anchoring the centre of the Leeds midfield. Charlton with a more predictable 4-4-2. Jones with the throw for Charlton. There's Andy Hunt. Did well. Back to Chris Powell. Hunt again. Radebe gets there before Martyn Pringle. And some noise, and the drummer starts for Charlton. Chris Powell with the throw. Gets it back from Pringle. Headed away by Radebe. Might come to Jones on the edge of the area. Thinks about playing a 1-2 with Andy Hunt. Appeals for foot up against Batty, but referee Alan Wilkie was well positioned and is happy to give a throw into Charlton. Hunt again. Mortimer goes down, appeals for penalty. Shot comes in the end from Hunt, straight at the goalkeeper, and the appeals for the penalty more from the crowd, in all fairness, than from the Charlton players. Here's Kewell breaking for Leeds. Hopkin. Smith's made a good run. Oh, that was an important interception header, that from Mark Kinsella, the Charlton captain. Smith again. A lively start from the Leeds teenager. And a misplaced pass from the former Charlton hero, greeted with the predictable boos. now wants some movement in front of him. Hunt is the target. Wetherall is very good and always has been in the air. Well, Petterson was saying that the back pass really got under his feet, and he didn't have a lot of option but just to play safe. Smith with the throw. Kewell appeared almost to use his hands. Referee says play on, he does so again. Curbishley has described the Valley crowd as the most consistent part of Charlton's season, and they've certainly started in noisy fashion this afternoon. Powell. Well, that was telegraphed, that ball to Pringle, and Wetherall was in with a clean tackle. Now Richard Rufus having hit that long towards Andy Hunt. Hunt brings it down well. Mills is in support. Kinsella's in field. He's still in field. And now here is the Charlton captain. Wasn't the easiest of passes to bring down, and predictably enough he's dispossessed. Bowyer tries to feed it through for Hasselbaink. Petterson kept his eye on the ball well. Mervyn Day takes the opportunity to pass on some tactical advice to Danny Mills. Pringle now for Kinsella. The referee again was well positioned to give that handball against Bowyer. Charlton want to take it quickly. And Kinsella does take it towards Carl Tyler. Tyler into the area, Pringle's there, and he just couldn't quite bring it down. And in the end, Harte can clear comfortably enough for Leeds. Kinsella's looking for Mortimer to come a little wider on this near side and provide some width. Now here is Paul Mortimer. Powell goes on the overlapping run. Jones inside. This is Hunt. Now to Keith Jones. Hopkin is harrying well in midfield. And he wins via the boot of Carl Tyler. A throw for Leeds on halfway. Woodgate to take it quickly. Well, Smith did very well there. He must be giving away 3 or 4 inches to Carl Tyler then. And he beat the Charlton centre-half to the ball. Ten minutes gone, a quiet start to this game. Leeds needing the 3 points to keep up the pressure on the top 3. And Charlton, of course, 4th bottom, need the 3 points in their battle against relegation. Hasselbaink did well there to nutmeg Danny Mills. Now Alan Smith. Smith, has he created some space? His shot comes off Hasselbaink. And I think it's David Hopkin who is going to need some treatment. Well, Leeds are momentarily down to 10 men as David Hopkin just feeling his shin on the touchline. Great start to this game from Alan Smith. Hopkin returns, Leeds back to their full complement, and Jimmy Floyd Hasselbaink to leave the throw in for Jonathan Woodgate. Kewell is the target. Kewell does well. That does well illegally, says referee Alan Wilkie. Just motioning then that the Australian practically caught it. The throw in there aimed towards Kewell and pouched almost a second slip by Kewell. Wetherall this time beaten, it might well for Andy Hunt. Radebe still there, shot comes in off the foot of Martyn. Not sure how much he knew about that. And Bowyer back to his goalkeeper. And this time Martyn safely into touch. Powell with the throw-in. Hunt's back heel though was a little bit too ambitious, but Mortimer has done well. And Woodgate now happy to concede the throw-in. Charlton with some sustained pressure for really the first time in the match. Powell again looking to get Mortimer in. Powell with the throw. Punched back to him from Andy Hunt. Now can he create a crossing opportunity for himself? Chris Powell. It seemed as if he'd asked too much of himself, but the ball deflected off David Batty, and it'll be a corner to Charlton. The first corner of the match. Kinsella to take, the Charlton captain, flicked on at the near post, and just for a second it seemed as if it might fall nicely for Carl Tyler, but in the end it ran away from him as well. Charlton's best spell of the game approaching the quarter-hour mark. Mills to take the corner this time. Tyler is on the near post, instead it's thrown short, and it's back to Mills. He's trying to muscle his way past Jimmy Floyd Hasselbaink. Hasselbaink probably knew that came off the studs, and Charlton had their second corner in as many minutes. Kinsella again with this corner. Mills is in there, beaten to it by Hasselbaink, and Bowyer can complete the clearance. Well, Smith, it seemed, led with his elbow then, but the referee says not on that occasion, but on this occasion there is a foul given against David Wetherall on Carl Tyler. And Leeds are forced into a change in the 16th minute. David Hopkin isn't going to be able to continue. Former Crystal Palace man is going to be replaced. And Alfie Haaland comes on for Leeds. Now he has been playing at right back. I think he'll just have to slot into midfield. Nevertheless, free kick for Charlton. Stuart and Jones over it. Are they going to tee it up for Kinsella? Referee wants Alan Smith 10 yards away from the ball. It is teed up for Kinsella, and the wall did its job. Easy for Radebe, but his header didn't get the distance on it he would have liked, and Jones can return it towards Pringle. Oh, well, the referee is right on the spot and has given a free kick against Ian Harte. Certainly it appeared that as if on the replay there he was just shoved Pringle out of the way. Kinsella with the free kick. This is a good spell for Charlton. Headed away by Kewell. Jones's pass there was hopeful, to say the least. Curbishley said before the start that Mervyn Day does enough shouting for the two of them, and he's quite happy to let his assistant be the mouthpiece, and he'll just watch in a little bit more of a sedate style. Powell is free on the Charlton left, and here he is, found by Mortimer, and he can feed Pringle. Just for a second it seemed to have been deceived by the bounce of the ball. And Leeds' first corner of the match in the 19th minute. Harte to take it. Woodgate has joined the attack towards the near post, and Pringle doing a good defensive job, the Charlton centre forward. So the Leeds sub, Alfie Haaland, with the throw-in. Aimed towards Wetherall. Tyler got there first. Stuart can come away with it. We haven't seen much of him so far for Charlton, but he has options to his right. Now a good break for Charlton, and Pringle is in the centre. They've got options here, Charlton, towards the back post it seemed, and in the end the cross forcing Nigel Martyn seemed to tip it behind from Richard Rufus. Rufus was definitely trying to cross the ball. Ball skewing off the outside of his foot and almost catching Martyn out. Forward from Kinsella. Hunt does well. There's plenty of space on the left-hand side for Chris Powell. Mortimer on the edge of the area. Towards the back post is Andy Hunt. Stuart has made the run towards the near post! What an excellent goal for Charlton Athletic! And Graham Stuart scores his second goal for his new club. Powell with the ball to the far post, and Hunt gets above Harte, who doesn't get off the ground at all. Stuart, very adroitly, scores as he did against West Ham, and Charlton have the lead. Well, they've been pressing forward in the last few moments, Charlton, and Leeds have had a quiet start to the game. Maybe that will just shake them a little bit out of their lethargy. Well, Curbishley has been bemoaning Charlton's poor home form. Relatively early goal they needed as we approach the halfway point of the first half. And the cry of "we are staying up" rings round the valley. They're going to have to defend here, though. Hasselbaink surely being climbed on by Richard Rufus, but the referee's whistle had already gone. The two exchanging pleasantries. Hasselbaink says that he was being elbowed. He was certainly climbing on the Leeds man, but the whistle had gone already. So it makes no difference in that sense. And it's a free kick to Charlton, taken by their goalkeeper. goal scorer. Towards Hunt to set up the goal with that excellent header, although in half, for some reason, best known to himself, decided not to get off the ground. Now, Harry Kewell. Rufus does well. Slightly quick, the Australian international. And that man is not used to seeing his team being behind. They're going for their 8th straight win against Liverpool on Monday. It ended 0-0. Now they're behind. Stuart, Charlton's record signing, £1.1 million from Sheffield United. He's repaid them with the winner at West Ham and now the opener here. Taking on Batty. Here's Kinsella. Is the angle too much for him? The shot comes off Radebe. Kinsella certainly leading by example today, as he has done all season, the Charlton skipper. Mills with the throw. Hunt is in there. Here's Kinsella again on the edge of the area. Haaland with him, cleared by Woodgate. He almost appeared to catch it, but the referee says play on. And Charlton, a second it seemed as if they were going to be in trouble. Now Kewell, brought down by Mortimer, free kick. And Mortimer feels the Australian dived. Free kick, definitely. Bowyer, the former Charlton player, over this free kick. It's naturally left-footed, and he takes it, and it's turned into the back of the net at the far post by Jonathan Woodgate. Well, that was very, very poor defending from Charlton. They've given away the softest of equalisers. Harte curled that free kick in, and Woodgate got there at the far post just to turn it in. That's his second goal of the season. The inquest has already started in the Charlton defence. It really was a very soft equaliser. Hasselbaink was onside, and you can just see from that how frustrated he is, because he would have been clean through. He'd hurt himself as well, stretching for it. Just feeling a muscle there, I think, the Leeds leading scorer. He's responded by that by getting the subs running up and down the touchline. They've already had to make one change, and they may have to make another. Hasselbaink is lying flat on the ground just outside the centre circle inside the Charlton half. Play goes on. Now it won't, and surely Hasselbaink is going to have to receive some treatment here. It's a muscle, it seems, at the back of the right leg. Seems almost a bit too high for a hamstring, but we'll soon find out. And that man may well have to use a second substitute. We've only played 26 minutes. Well, there is an obvious replacement on the bench. Wijnhard's on the bench for Leeds. At the other end, free kick for Charlton, whipped in, headed away by Kewell. Mills tries to return it, nudged on by Kinsella. And the flag's up on this near side, referee happy to play on. couldn't find him, and Andy Hunt, who had done the hard work, in the end passed it straight at David Wetherall with Martyn Pringle totally unmarked. Corner though to Charlton, Kinsella to take it. This really is a good game now. Tyler's in there, it might come to Pringle on the edge of the area. Mortimer in support. It's drilled straight at Danny Mills, who would have had to have been better than Pele to control that. Well, the Charlton lead only lasted some 5 minutes. Now they're back where they started. Bowyer, haven't seen much of him on his return. Here's Kewell. And Kewell again. Right under the nose of the referee's assistant. Keith Jones it was who got back to do the covering and was then prevented from going any further. Well, Hasselbaink is back with us. Wetherall isn't totally conclusive. And this came to Stuart. It might come to Stuart again and again. Ball wizard for a second on the edge of the Leeds penalty area, but they held firm. Hasselbaink to Smith, and Bowyer's making the run. Smith elects instead to try and feed it through for Kewell. Here is Harry Kewell. Too many red shirts back there. That's a low mark vicious from Danny Mills. And Harry Kewell just beginning to get into this game for Leeds. No width on this right-hand side for Batty. Oh, lovely dummy instead from Hasselbaink. Rufus was very, very strong because Kewell had a free run on goal. Leeds attack just beginning to function. Pringle, free kick. Radebe the offender. Jones wants to take it quickly. Kinsella wasn't expecting it. Mortimer's the third point of that triangle. Surely he's held back by Woodgate, yes. Scored a great goal at Ellen Road earlier this season, Paul Mortimer. Was hauled over there from Jonathan Woodgate. But he hasn't played since injuring ankle ligaments at Blackburn in December. Stuart with the free kick. Martyn gets a punch to it, not that far, it might come to Jones! That was a good chance for Keith Jones. Scored the winner against Liverpool here. Martyn got some sort of punch from the free kick under pressure from Pringle, and Jones with a slice. Very coolly done from Radebe. hopeful long ball may in the end turn out to be useful. Radebe was too strong for Pringle. Nice touch from Smith, good play between Smith and Kewell. Now Haaland can join the attack. Mine's up. Just slightly missed time from Paul Mortimer. Just the quietest of words in the ear. Well, it wasn't from too far away from this position that Leeds got their equaliser. Harte again with the free kick and headed over by Chris Powell for a corner. Harte does get plenty of curl on those free kicks. Leeds' second corner of the match. And it might come to Bowyer on the edge of the area, and the bounce just deceives him. Batty looking for some movement. Kinsella just looking to spread the play a little bit. Stuart is to the right of Mills. Here is Stuart. Mills continues his run, overlapping well the fullback. Now here he is, and he's onside. Mills with a low crossing. Oh, and very nearly turned into the corner of his own net by David Wetherall. Well, Danny Mills central to that attack. This was the second time that he was involved. And full credit to Wetherall. Kept his eye on the ball and directed it behind. Kinsella with the corner for Charlton, towards the near post. Hunt tries to flick it on. Kinsella in there again, and Mills! Says he was being hauled back by his collar. I don't think he had a point. And he may well have talked himself into trouble, because he gave the referee a fair amount of verbals as he ran back to the halfway line, but Alan Wilkie elects instead just for a warning word. Shown some nice touches in the first half, Alan Smith. Leeds might just been to get their passing game going. Here's Batty. That was well read by Keith Jones. Keith Jones does excellently for Charlton. His jump and then gave Haaland a shove. Woodgate just took his eye off the ball. occasionally playing centre-half, but such as the dearth of right-backs available to David O'Leary, he's having to play there today. Here's the Charlton left-back. Powell with the throw. Referee says no free kick. But this time there is an infringement. Mortimer, that was a little short, so Leeds now playing with a conventional 4-4-2 with Matthew Jones having replaced Jimmy Floyd Hasselbaink, Kewell and Smith playing as the out-and-out strikers, and Jones, who played at right back against Liverpool, in his more preferred midfield role now, playing on the left-hand side of midfield. There is Matthew Jones, the Welshman, another member of the Leeds side that won the FA Youth Cup in '97. Hunt just trying to roll off Wetherall and brings Powell neatly into the play. Mortimer in support. Infield and available is Stuart. Here he is. Pringle. Hunt had made a good run to the edge of the area. That was a little too telegraphed, and here is the substitute Matthew Jones. Kewell has stayed on side. Here's the other sub, Haaland. I would imagine he'll have plenty to say about the nature of the Leeds equaliser. Radebe's clearing header isn't of his usual high standard. Hunt, Pringle, Stuart. Ooh, just for a second it seems as if Harte's back header might not have enough pace. Mills hit that straight at Graham Stuart. Now Mills is overlapping. Pringle also in support. Here's the Swede Pringle. Jones has Kinsella if he needs him. Here's Mark Kinsella. Oh, he's done very well, the Charlton captain. Still Kinsella. Now to Danny Mills. Can he get a shot in? He can! And Martyn makes a good save at his near post. Still the danger isn't cleared. Pringle's fallen over the ball. Danny Mills has foraged to good effect down the right-hand side for Charlton in this opening half. Good advantage. Mills again, he's seen plenty of the ball and he's used it well. Stuart flicks it on towards Pringle. Jones can hammer it up towards halfway. It's a good touch from Kewell, but he couldn't make anything more of it. And Charlton ending the half with a little bit of a surge. Careful here, Charlton, and Rufus and Keith Jones rather unnecessarily ceding possession. The card is being shown, I think, to Lee Bowyer, the former Charlton man. Well, I can only assume that was for something he said. Throw, gets it back from Jones. Petterson thinks about coming for it. And in retrospect, the correct decision. Here's Kewell, oh nice turn, now he's past Tyler. Can he find Smith in the centre? No, he can't. And Powell did very well to get back and concede the corner. Well, Kewell rolled off Carl Tyler with too much ease for Alan Curbishley's heart rate, I would imagine. The Australian couldn't quite find Alan Smith in the centre. Here is the corner. Woodgate's in there, so too is Wetherall. It might come to Bowyer on the edge of the area. Batty picks up possession. Still plenty of space to the left-hand side for Harte, but that was well read by Pringle. Now here's Jones. Charlton have failed to clear their lines. Harte, can he get a good cross in? Smith's there, so too is Kewell, and he just couldn't quite direct the header towards goal, and it had insufficient power as well, to be honest. It was all of Charlton's own making. They failed to get the ball away. Kewell did well to get anything at all on that. It was practically behind him by the time he headed it. Into stoppage time at the end of the first half. And there is the half-time whistle. Graham Stuart opening the scoring for Charlton in the 19th minute. A well-worked goal, his second for the club, after Powell's free kick had been headed back by Andy Hunt. And then 5 minutes later, from Charlton's point of view, too soft an equaliser. Harte curling in a free kick, and Jonathan Woodgate stealing at the far post for the equaliser. 1-1 at half-time here, a very entertaining middle 15 minutes, a little disappointing at the beginning and the end. Charlton in front in the 19th minute, a free kick from Powell, headed back by Andy Hunt, and there was Graham Stuart to swivel and volley his second goal for the club. But Alan Curbishley will be very unhappy with the manner of Leeds' equaliser 5 minutes later. Harte from the right-hand side whipping in a free kick, and Jonathan Woodgate stealing in at the far post to poke home the equaliser. Charlton had the better other chances as well. Andy Hunt, a shot saved by the feet of Nigel Martyn, and a good strike also from Danny Mills. Leeds have had to make two substitutions. Injuries to Hopkin and Hasselbaink. Haaland and Matthew Jones have come on. 1-1 at half-time.
Thank you very much indeed. Batty goal time, jackpot once again. If you haven't already the jackpot numbers, 3312 is the first prize, £1,802. The whole game, 3312. The ticket number 9 is £100. So to do a Batty goal draw, so I'm very much welcome to pitch. Charlton with Salmon. There's also the star Salmon about the new numbers, £500 for the post one out drum. Can I have 648, please? 648, fine there. Once again, Martyn very good. Right, so the first one this week's first prize, £500. It's number 1851, and this is the plan, and to be kept. 1851 is looking this week's £500. Still waiting for the jackpotters to present themselves here, 3312, as one of £1,800 on the jackpot. And confirmation numbers on Batty goal: 1275, 1220, 184, 425,
Are you right, Steve? Yeah, fine. Yeah, it is. Yeah, absolutely. So that. What are we doing? Yeah, we didn't get this replay, did we? Well, we want me to do the replay on that. Oh, okay.
Road double C. That's like C195. Look at the C. You've got 75 quid for this course cafe vouchers. Oh, not the C. Let's get the right C. No, wait, just give me the vouchers.
Well spotted. I mean, we were so... And I twice like a...
Go and get the vouchers.
What happened was I suddenly saw
Who's the winner? Nice on points. Come out and have a quick take a run from Salmon. £1,802. It's not bad, it's £10. It's £1,800. So exactly.
Otherwise, I think we were roughly there.
It's not one way, but you're not getting money.
I don't think we missed anything otherwise. It's really weird because I watched it and I thought, well, you know the way it is? He just sort of tiptoed in and scored it.
Oh no, there's no crowd either.
You know, that was so obviously gone. That was like...
See you later. Pick that head right? Take it back to
Okay, thanks Steve. Right, half time, so we get Blake Carlton, Premiership. Coventry nil, Middlesbrough nil. Liverpool nil, Aston Villa 1. Manchester United 2, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Newcastle nil, Everton 2.
If I may, no, that's great, thank you.
Forest nil, Tottenham nil. Southampton 1, Blackburn Rovers 2. West Ham United 2, Melbourne County 0. Belfast Premiership. Once again, we're going to thank White House.
That was hard, that's good. Half time. I think we just got a bus with it. That's why I said, can you write that down? Yeah,
They'll just give you something to look at.
Frank, think about it, don't you?
This was good, though. We got that procedure.
Just very quickly, I would like to say that was superbly served that
The back post, that's what irritated me. I couldn't see who the defender was at the back post. Still can't from here. Is that Hunt? Yeah, I wasn't sure. Do you know what I mean? I thought, nah, it can't be a centre forward. It was all sort of slightly slow motion, that goal, wasn't it? But Mickey will say if he wants it done again, won't he? In VT 15. Yeah. Well, it went quickly, that. Oh, do you mind if I just give you a minute? It flew by that, didn't it? The North Stand, I think. Charlton in the red shirts and white shorts, playing from left to right in the second half, attacking the North Stand where their fans are massed behind that goal. The Leeds fans behind the Jimmy Seed stand to our left. Charlton immediately on the attack. Just wouldn't quite come down there for Andy Hunt towards the build-up. Hunt winning the header back off the head of David Wetherall in effect, but just couldn't quite keep the body down sufficiently to trouble Nigel Martyn. Throw fairly thudded into the chest of that. down in a heap just off the field of play. The referee has now blown his whistle. Just having a look to see if there's any damage. It's the Charlton right back. Seems happy with what he's found. But a very productive and energetic first half, Danny Mills. He's been the subject of some interest from West Ham, it seems. Hunt jumping with Radebe. Might fall for Mortimer. Pringle's in there. Woodgate lays it forward for Bowyer. His first return to the Valley since leaving in July '96, Bowyer, for what was then a record sum that Charlton received for a single player. It's 2.6 million to start with, went up to 3 million. And all he's had on his return is a yellow card so far. Mortimer stabs it out to Powell and then offers him the option on the overlap. Here's Mills. Stuart's doing likewise down the right-hand side. Turn, but Wijnhard didn't fall for it. Stuart sticks to his task well. Hunt can get the cross in. Pringle's there. And Batty will be happy enough to concede the corner. It was Hunt who created the opportunity. Batty there before Pringle. Stuart with the corner, first of the second half for Charlton. It's a poor one, and Batty had a very simple task nodding that clear. Stuart, this has gone down again under a challenge. Mortimer, Rufus is up there helping out the attack. Mills is back on his feet, and it's Rufus's turn to limp away from a challenge. Woodgate forward to Bowyer. Charlton really committed in the tackle, as you would imagine at this stage of the season. Pringle. The referee says play on, and Radebe rather wasted the opportunity given to him. Rufus feeling temple and shin, it seems. Loud and proud they are indeed, and they will be right to the end of the season. Steve Brown is on the bench. He could slot into Richard Rufus's centre-half role, as he has done earlier in the season, but Rufus will be loath to leave this particular battle. We'll be happy just to run that off as the Charlton subs warm up. So that man knows he's got Steve Brown as an option. Kinsella with a firm header. Hunt just couldn't quite get round the back of David Wetherall. Well, the crowd is certainly noisy here at the Valley, and their loyalty away from home has been rewarded by the club, who are paying for them all by rail and train to go to Everton next week in that vital match. That's the sort of club that Charlton are. Kinsella, does well, surely brought down by David Batty, he is, and David Batty is going to join Bowyer in the notebook. Well, it seemed late rather than malicious, and Kinsella's acknowledging that. Yellow card, though, for the England man, and an opportunity for Charlton. Stuart over it, and Kinsella himself. How has this worked out on the training ground? Rufus headed away by Radebe, though. And if it was, it came to naught on this particular occasion. And the drumming starts again. Hunt. And ball against Matthew Jones. Jones playing right back on Monday, left midfield today. Leeds are down to the bare bones of their squad. Finds its collective voice as Paul Mortimer prepares to take this free kick. Curled in, and Hunt says that he was hauled over just as he was making a run towards the near post. Hard to tell from that, it just seemed really as if Woodgate stood his ground. At the other end, here's Jones. Kewell, we haven't seen much of him in this second half after a lively and patches first half from the Australian. Here he is again. Very cramped down this left-hand side for Leeds. They do well to spread the play. But Harte trying to thread it through a needle. Mills with the throw. Hunt just nudges it along for Pringle to chase. Radebe certainly had the better of that battle thus far, the Radebe-Pringle duel. Kinsella again, combative, and wins the ball for his side. Nice skills from Mortimer. Hunt, nice touch from him. Now Pringle. Took momentum out of the attack, that pass. Fairly scrappy start to this second half, in all truth. Charlton desperate for the win here, and Leeds for differing reasons. Pringle, surrounded though by white shirts, does well to retain possession. Hunt, oh, nice touch from Andy Hunt. Now Pringle, can he get a shot in? Martyn Pringle goes down, and the referee gives a penalty. Martyn Pringle wins a penalty. The challenge from Jonathan Woodgate, who had equalised. Radebe's going over to have a word with the referee. Harte is there as well. Martyn puts in his tuppence worth, and Jonathan Woodgate, well, he's not going to be sent off because it certainly wasn't a goal-scoring opportunity. Surely he's not going to be sent off. Radebe is continuing the discussion. Yellow card. And the penalty will be taken by Paul Mortimer. His first game since December, he's scored at Ellen Road. And he's hit the post! And Jones cannot deliver a quality cross. And Charlton cannot afford to spurn opportunities like that. Well, he beat the goalkeeper, there was no question of that. And it thudded straight into the post. Redfern has missed a penalty for Charlton this season as well. Danny Mills' challenge on Matthew Jones means it's a free kick for Leeds. frustrated must Alan Curbishley be? A soft equaliser and then a chance like that spurned. Well, they just have to keep going and keep believing. Kinsella will make sure that they do. Pringle trying to outpace the defence. Martyn Pringle, what a great challenge from David Wetherall. As Pringle, it seemed, had a clear run on goal. And Wetherall, who's been rather edged out of the starting lineup when everybody's fit by Jonathan Woodgate, did so well then for Leeds. Well, the neutral would have to feel sorry for Charlton in this predicament to miss a penalty like that. The second of the most high-profile penalty misses of the week, if you like. On this occasion, the goalkeeper was nowhere. His left foot's worked well today. Stuart was just hustled off it by those terriers in the Leeds midfield. And Mervyn Day is coming to the edge of the pitch to give his advice. John Barnes is on the bench, so is Mark Pride, if they're thinking about just freshening things up after the psychological blow of missing that penalty. Still well over half an hour to go, so there's no need to panic. Kewell. There will be if Leeds go in front. Powell brought down by Alan Smith. He is indeed. The referee is going to book the fourth Leeds player of the day. No question it was a foul, and referee Alan Wilkie says it's deserving of a yellow. So 4 Leeds players booked. It hasn't been a dirty game. And Tyler to take the free kick for Charlton. Rufus is in the penalty area and has stayed up. Kinsella over his head. Rufus is there. There is Rufus. No one's putting Radebe under pressure, but Chris Powell may be able to pick it up for Charlton. He's being held back surely by Haaland. Free kick again. And Haaland is having a word with the referee, with the referee's assistant. So too is Jonathan Woodgate. And Alan Smith, and Leeds have just got to be careful here that they don't talk themselves into trouble. Free kick for Charlton. Taken by Stuart, headed up in the air by Andy Hunt, and that'll be a goal kick. Well, he got there before Jonathan Woodgate, Andy Hunt, but he couldn't get any meaningful flick on. Kewell, they're backing off him. It might fall for Smith. Well, Rufus and Chris Powell were backing off Harry Kewell, and Alan Smith just couldn't control the volley. Kinsella spreads the play neatly to Mills. Oh, it's a lovely flick from Pringle. Stuart couldn't quite come inside Radebe. He was trying to do so at pace, and had he done so, he would have had a clear shooting opportunity. Rufus just getting a vital touch in there. He'll have another bite. Well, surely a push from Batty. He admits as much. Just misjudged the flight of the ball, David Batty. And Mills quickly takes the free kick towards Hunt. Might break for Chris Powell. Powell running at pace again into the area. And Charlton, as you would expect, giving it everything. The crowd trying to get behind them. And Leeds have been very much on the defensive in this second half. John Barnes left out of the starting lineup for this match, but Atlas itching to try and alter Charlton's fortunes. And they've got to be careful, Charlton, that they're not caught on the break, because Leeds have plenty of pace in attack. Here's Kewell, and Bowyer sprinting into the penalty area. Still Harry Kewell, little backhill towards Matthew Jones. Maybe just delayed the pass a little too long, Harry Kewell. Oh, and Jones, I'm not sure that Rufus deliberately stamped on him, but he certainly appears to have made contact with Matthew Jones, and David Batty is not happy, and the referee is going to have to calm it down here. Now, what happened? He was trying to get out of the way, I think, of him, Richard Rufus. I think he was genuinely trying to get out of the way and landed accidentally on Matthew Jones. It was certainly painful for Matthew Jones, there's no doubt about that, and he's sent him off. Richard Rufus is saying to the referee, I was trying to get out of the way. And Rufus is now having a word with the referee's assistant, but the referee, Alan Wilkie, is absolutely adamant, and Danny Mills is now shoving him away as if to say, you've got to go, don't talk yourself into any more trouble. Well, here it is again. Stuart is in there. Now, well, the question is, did he deliberately stamp on Matthew Jones, or was he trying to get out of the way? The referee's assistant has decided that he deliberately stamped on him, and the referee between them. Mark Kinsella's now having a word with Alan Wilkie, and things go from bad to worse for Charlton. They miss a penalty, and now they're down to 10 men. Well, you can hear what the crowd think of it. Well, what's happening now? Mark Bowen, I think, is going to come on for Charlton. It's a throw-in, which would seem odd if there was deliberate foul play. Well, Rufus, I assume, has been sent off for serious foul play. Radebe. Well, it doesn't rain, it absolutely chucks it down for Charlton. And I have to say, I thought Richard Rufus was trying to do the best he could not to land painfully on Matthew Jones. But the referee and the referee's assistant have decided otherwise. Now Leeds have got to be careful. They've got 4 men on a yellow card. and they don't want to even it up numerically straight away. The crowd are livid, to say the least. Powell with the free kick. Tyler's up there, beaten to it by Wetherall. Corner, Charlton. Kinsella's going to take the corner, and the ball is certainly not in the quadrant. And the referee's quite happy about that. Tyler's there, and so is Nigel Martyn on his line. Well, if that had gone in, and the replays had shown that the ball was kicked when it definitely wasn't in the corner quadrant, we could have had even more fun and games. Kewell's now shoving Danny Mills, and this game is just on the verge of getting out of control, and Harry Kewell and Danny Mills are now in trouble. The referee is just happy to book Harry Kewell. That's the 5th Leeds player into the book. Charlton are down to 10. The crowd are extremely unhappy with the decision to send off Richard Rufus. Charlton have missed a penalty. It is, as they say, all happening. And Charlton are going to make a change. I think it's going to be Mark Bowen coming on. Now he can play either midfield or in defence. Extremely experienced player, Mark Bowen. Now 35 years of age. And Paul Mortimer will have plenty of time to reflect on that missed penalty. Bowen, a naturally left-sided player. But he's going to play at right back, it would seem, with Danny Mills and Tyler now going in. So they're going to play 4-3-2 Charlton. With Bowen slotting in at right full-back. Mills goes to join Tyler at centre-half. Well, it's easy to forget amidst all that it's still 1-1. That's another free kick. Wetherall the offender. And Kinsella and Stuart, as so often they are, the architects of the free kick. Alan Wilkie wants him 10 yards. Kinsella and Stuart. Kinsella to take! And Martyn flying across his goal. Now, I don't know whether there was a little bit of post in that as well, but it's been kept out. Woodgate's header isn't particularly decisive. Tyler tries to return it towards Graham Stuart. And again, Charlton have got to be careful on the break. They are down to 10. It's easy to forget it, given the amount of attacking they're doing. Stuart. Hunt. And the referee says free kick to Leeds. Well, Hunt felt that he was hauled back by Bowyer, who in fact eventually got the decision. Less than 20 minutes to go. Woodgate with the free kick. And it fell to Matthew Jones, the man at the centre of the sending off incident. It's a little harsh to boo him. He was trodden on, there's no question of that. It's just a question of whether there was intent from Richard Rufus. Batty, Jones, Harte's in space on the left-hand side if Jones can find him. Here is Jones again. Good first touch from Matthew Jones. Danny Mills with a good challenge. Was the ball out? Corner. Danny Mills really does epitomise this Charlton side. He's just refusing to give up. Still has one substitution up his sleeve, Clyde Wijnhard in particular up front, if he wants to exploit the 10 men of Charlton. David O'Leary. Batty with the up and under. Kewell is the only Leeds player forward. Unorthodox. Hunt beats Wetherall to it, and Radebe takes the ball almost out of the hands of Nigel Martyn. And Wetherall is now down on the edge of the area, and he's going to need some attention. He went up with that for that header with Andy Hunt. He just fell awkwardly. Both players keeping their eye on the ball. And hard to see there what the damage is, but he just maybe twisted awkwardly as he landed. And he doesn't look in particularly good shape, David Wetherall. Well, Bruno Ribeiro and Clyde Wijnhard, the only two outfield subs left. Ribeiro a midfielder, Wijnhard a centre forward, so Ribeiro would seem the obvious option if David O'Leary has to make his third and final substitution. Play carries on, still 1-1. Just a quarter of an hour to go. Wetherall wants to return. The referee is being quite finicky about not allowing him to. Powell with the cross. Jones stabs it towards Pringle. Gets the flick on, but Hunt hadn't really read his intentions, and that in the end was easy enough for Nigel Martyn. Harte with the throw for Leeds. Looked like handball, and then Jones was late in the challenge on Mark Kinsella. Carl Tyler's own, and they can take the free kick quickly. They could be caught out here, Charlton. In the end, though, Smith's pass to Bowyer was not a good one. Well, the Charlton players were basically demanding that the referee have a word with Jones for that challenge. And while they were busy remonstrating with him, the referee having given a free kick to Leeds, very nearly found that Leeds created a good opportunity. Oh, Andy Hunt Pringle makes a good run. Oh, just the pass was blocked off towards Martyn Pringle. And he's not quite running for the Charlton front two today. Mervyn Day, the noiser of the Curbishley Day partnership, is still extolling more and more from his Charlton team. Haaland trying to squeeze it through for Bowyer. Charlton have been extremely determined at the back, as they've been committed throughout the field today. Andy Hunt's just having a breather on halfway. The boos are for Jones, not surprisingly. Kewell with the fancy turn. Still Harry Kewell is going to take on Danny Mills. And Mills does very, very well. And no amount of pleading from Harry Kewell is going to change the decision. He really has had an excellent match, Danny Mills. Well, the London Marathon starts nearby here tomorrow. This Premiership Marathon is almost at an end, and Charlton really do need a win if they're going to be around for the next one. Pringle gets the cross in. Batty nudges it back towards his own goalkeeper, who is happy to hurry a clearance into touch. Just over 10 minutes to go, still 1-1. Boyer's had a poor game on his return to the Valley. Hasn't used the ball at all well. Jones, fiercely competitive. So too Kinsella. Hunter's pulled away to the left-hand side, flags up. Well, he pulled away well, Andy Hunt, but just made his forward run too soon. Well, with 10 minutes to go, Mark Bright is going to make a rare appearance for Charlton. He's going to replace Martyn Pringle. It'll be only his fourth appearance, or a substitute this season, for the man who's 37 in June, but what price a goal now. Jones, who has given it away to Bowen. Now Andy Hunt, can he get past Radebe? He's taking him on the outside. Bright is in the centre, and Jones is happy to concede a corner. Charlton's 7th corner of the match. Again, the ball is not in the corner quadrant. Kinsella takes it, and the header over the top from Carl Tyler. Just under 9 minutes to go for his team to get a precious winner. Free kick taken some 20 yards from where it should have been. You won't get away with that much latitude. As the sky just darkens a touch here at the Valley. It'll certainly feel very, very dark for the home side if that penalty miss proves as costly as it is at the moment. And Leeds still searching for the goal that would keep the pressure on the front three and their chances maybe of a Champions League place. Still Charlton doing the attacking, despite the fact they're down to 10 men. Richard Rufus sent off in the 65th minute for stamping on Matthew Jones. He was sent off on the first day of the season as well, Rufus, at Newcastle. Kinsella to Hunt. Shot comes off Wetherall. Well spread by Bright to Powell. Can he get a quality cross in? Martyn doesn't come for it, and the header is inches wide from Mark Bright. In fact, the referee says it's a corner. He's adjudging that Bright's header in the end came off the back of Harte. Well, Charlton may have got away with that decision. Stuart takes the corner. It's Kinsella, this time it's Stuart. Tyler coming in, flying in on the far side. Kinsella picks it up. Powell forced back towards his own goal. Bowen has come wide. Instead, Mills hits it long towards Stuart, who had more time than he realised. Jones battling for it. Tyler has stayed up. And in the end, Haaland comfortably heading it back to his goalkeeper. Won't forget his first professional visit to the Valley, Matthew Jones. Bowyer. Here is Jones, not too far away. Correct to think how that would have gone down if that had gone in. Certainly hit it crisply enough. Bright judged the bounce of the ball well then. Hunt. Stuart made the run, and he may be able to find Powell in some space. Bright's at the back post, but Powell just delayed in getting the cross in. And Leeds on the break in the shape of Jonathan Woodgate. Free kick. Wetherall on Hunt. Hunt's done well in the latter parts of this game against David Wetherall. Bowyer. Oh, that's a wonderful pass to Alfie Haaland. Can he get a cross in? He can towards Kewell. Well, it seemed as if the goal was just opening up for Harry Kewell, but in the end the ball totally evaded him. Well, that is a sign with just under 5 minutes to go that Charlton have got to be careful. 1 point may be disappointing, but none would be, in footballing terms, pretty disastrous. Hunt does well again. Bright. Graham Stuart into the area, headed away by Wetherall. Harte's clearance is helped on its way by Jones. Kinsella, who just has not stopped all day for Charlton, will have it again if Bowen can find him. Bright beaten to it by Radebe. No free kick. Well, they're defending very, very deep now, Leeds, and they're inviting the 10 men on them, but Charlton in turn have got to be careful not to have too many of their players committed upfield. Here's Jones. Harry Kewell. Making a run to the near post is Smith, and as he does so, the cross goes to the far post. Well, he played well in the first half, Harry Kewell, and he's rather faded from the scene since then. May well regard 1 point as 1 point gained after the penalty miss, but 2 lost, having played against 10 men for 25 minutes. The spring sunshine has given way to rain as we enter the dregs of this match. Radebe. Instant control from Alan Smith, and Kinsella again with a sliding interception. Hunt does well to stay on side, found by Graham Stuart. Stuart continues the run. Bright's in some space. Hunt just delayed the pass when surely the ball needed to be transferred quickly. Leeds have now got 8 men plus the goalkeeper behind the ball. And the crowd are desperate, the majority of them, for the ball to be at the other end. Smith, Kewell's in some space, he can finish it here, and he's mishit it, and Petterson manages to smother it. Harry Kewell really did have an excellent chance to win the game then. Mills. Bright has pulled away. Woodgate with him. His clearance, easy for Chris Powell. Powell does well, steps past Bowyer. Mark Bright into the area, is it opening up for him? Tries the shot. Well, he certainly had the time, but he couldn't find the target. Into the last minute of normal time. Spurs are here on Tuesday night, that's another sellout. And will Charlton be going into that game rueing 2 drop points because of a penalty, or will they be happy enough with the 1 after the sending off? 2 minutes of stoppage time. Here's Andy Hunt. He's worked tirelessly as well. Throw in to Leeds. Smith. Bowyer's making a run, Mills should beat him to it. Bright just seemed to slip then as he was preparing to take off for that header. Bowyer again. Good skills from the former Charlton man. He wanted to see that run through to Harte. Jones instead finds Kewell. Smith's made a run towards the near post. Cut back towards Haaland. Charlton have got to get this away quickly. Just for a second, it seems as if they were dithering inside their own penalty area. And Bright is robbed by David Batty. Now Lee Bowyer. Is it going to be a sting in the tail of this match? Bowyer with the cross. Flags up. Flags up. And the rain teems down as we enter into stoppage time. Only about another 30 seconds to go. Kewell with the flick on. Tyler beats Smith to it. Batty. Offside, free kick to Charlton. Probably settling for a point now. Indeed, he will have to. 1-1 it finishes. And only time will tell as to whether that's a precious point for Charlton or two crucial ones dropped. As for Leeds, that keeps them in 4th place. They probably will just miss out on a Champions League place at the end of the season. Kinsella working tirelessly for his side today. The goal, Stuart in the 19th minute, Woodgate in the 24th. And it's finished 1-1. And it's finished 1-1 here. Plenty of talking points in the second half. Briefly, the goals in the first. Stuart after 19 minutes with a volley. 5 minutes later, Jonathan Woodgate equalising, creeping in at the back post to knock in an Ian Harte free kick. But then in the second half, in the 54th minute, Woodgate pushed over Pringle. Mortimer's penalty, though, hit the base of the post. And then the real talking point on Match of the Day this evening, Richard Rufus sent off on the 65th minute. The referee and the referee's assistant deciding that he had deliberately stamped on Matthew Jones. Make up your own minds when you see it this evening. Despite being down to 10 men, Charlton did most of the attacking for the remainder of the match. Kinsella with a free kick, Mark Bright with a header going close. They'll have to settle for a point. It's finished 1-1.